hi friends. It's Miss Liza. Hi. I'm here at the Center for Spiritual Living in San Jose. And it's time for all of you to spend some time looking at this video and learning about God. And learning today about a special thing called bravery. Wow. God. We're going to talk about God. What do you think God is? Is God candy? It is. Is God a bird that sings? Yes. Is God your school supplies? Absolutely. God is everything. And some people would say that God is everything good, but you know what I know? It's our job to remember that everything is good. Sometimes we think of things as bad, and I understand that because they make us sad or they make us angry or they make it so we can't do what we want to do, right? Some things are like that. But still, God is everything. And it's everywhere. And you know where it is? A really important place. The place that I think is the coolest. It's inside of us. I have God in me. You have God in you. We got all this good stuff inside of us, and we get to use it to do good stuff. So, hey, we do this thing. We light our candles. If you've never been here before, if you've never watched these videos before, and you've never been to my class before, well, this is something we do every week. We talk about all the things that God is. Well, 7 of the things that God is that are really important things. And each time we say one of them, we light a candle like this. Now, if you have a big person at home, they might want to do this with you here on the video, or you could ask them later if they will, with you, with your big person, light real candles with you and do this ceremony, because it's very fun to do. But every time we say that God is something, we're going to say, I am that. So if I were to say, God is wonderful, you would say, I am wonderful. The things that we have on our candle written are life, God is life, light, joy, peace, love, beauty, and power. God is all those things. And those are very important things that we can use inside of us to be great people, to be good little souls, right? So let's do this right now. Are you ready? I'm going to say God is something. You say, I am that. I'll say it with you. All right? We'll say it all together. God is life. I am life. God is light. I am light. God is joy. I am joy. God is peace. I am peace. God is love. I am love. God is beauty. What do we say? I am beauty. God is power. I am power. And together we say, all of these things God is, I am. We get to be everything God is. Isn't that cool? Sometimes I forget that I'm everything that God is, I forget that I'm everything that God is. So what helps me to remember that I have God and that I can use my God is I say a prayer. Did any of you pray this week? You might have prayed before you had a meal, or you might have prayed before you went to bed at night. The way that I like to pray is the way they taught me right here at the Center for Spiritual Living. They taught me to pray with 5 steps. How many? Say 5 steps. Okay. The first step, we already talked about that. God is everything, right? The second step, we talked about this too. If God is everything and everywhere, God's inside of me. The third step is I can do whatever I need to do if I have God inside of me, right? Just use your God. The fourth step is thank you. Because you get to have that, right? You get to have God. So if you get to have something, you always say thank you. And the fifth step is let it go. Just know that that's how it is. And so it is. So today we're learning about bravery. We're learning about bravery. And I want to tell you about a story about me and how I needed to learn to be brave. Now, I know how to ride a bike. I've known how to ride a bike ever since I was a little girl. But I got a bike recently and I tried to ride it on the street. And there were cars. They were zooming past me so fast. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And I was on my bike. I had my scare face on. Right? And I was afraid. And I said, oh, I got to pray about this. So my prayer went kind of like this. And you can say a prayer like this for bravery too. Because I was not being brave about riding my bike on the street. I know that God is all there is. And I know it's inside of me. Now, if God is all there is and it's inside of me, then I have God and I can use it. I can use it to do whatever I need to do. I can use it to ride my bike on the street. I was still scared. So I thought it through. How can I use my God? I could get a mirror that would show, I use my brain, right? My brain is God. I could get a mirror. I'm going to get a mirror that shows me the cars that are coming up behind me so I don't have to be scared of what I can't see. Yeah! What a great idea. I used my God. Thank you. Thank you for being inside of me, God. I'm going to go ride my bike now. And I did. And I wasn't scared anymore. I used my God. I said that prayer and I thought it through and I used my brain. That's how prayer works. It's so cool. Yeah. So today we're learning about bravery. Bravery, what is that? What is bravery? We just talked about it. It's when you're not scared. I have a paper right here. Huh. The paper people are going to tell us what bravery is. Here's what it says. Bravery, some people call it courage, right? Bravery or courage is doing what needs to be done, although it might be hard or scary to do. You ever scared to do something? Sometimes I'm even scared to bake a cake because the recipe looks really hard, right? Sometimes we need to be brave in order to do new things, things you've never done before, or to help someone else, right? We know that we have bravery inside of us because God is inside of us. And God is all the good stuff. Being brave means doing things that you might be scared to do, but you know if you try, you can. So let's have the puppets show us. Look at these guys. Look how tall the monkey bars are. Yeah. Are you going up them? I'm going all the way to the top of that play structure. Here I go. I'm way up here. I'm scared to come up. Come on up. You can do it. That's nice of him, right? Encouraging his friend. Oh, what if I fall? I'm very safe. Just hold on. Here he goes. I did it! You're so brave. Yeah, we're brave. Yeah, we're brave. Hey, I'm going to jump off now. Is that brave? Probably not so brave. Maybe a little foolish, right? Don't jump off. You might get hurt. We're safe because we're holding on. But if you jump off, you might get hurt. Oh. There's a difference between being brave and being foolish. Okay, let's climb back down. Okay. So, being brave means trying something you might be scared to do, but it's not going to harm you. But jumping off a very high play structure, that could harm you. So you might not want to do that. That's not brave. That's maybe foolish, right? But these boys learn to be brave. Let's see another one. Oh, look who's here. I'm delivering the mail to everyone today. Hey, did you bring me a letter? Yeah, I did, but I hear your dog barking. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, that's just Trixie. You know Trixie. She licks you. She likes to get snacks. She won't hurt you. I'm scared. But it's just my dog, Trixie. Woof, 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 woof. I'm scared. She is scared of the dog. She's scared of the dog. But she shouldn't be scared of my dog. My dog licks her. She never bites anyone. She's very nice. She's only barking because she's excited. Oh. You have to use your bravery. You have it inside of you because you have God inside of you. I do? Just try it. Here I come. Here's your letter. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, your dog ran away. I think your dog is scared of me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Did she use her bravery? She did. I did. I used it. She did. She was very brave. Yes, sometimes we're scared, but this girl told her there was no reason to be scared of her dog, right? Sometimes it does make sense to be scared of a doggy because sometimes doggies don't know better and they're scared, so they might hurt you. But this doggy, he was a nice doggy, so she didn't have any reason to be scared. No, I didn't. Okay, so are you understanding what bravery is now a little bit? Yeah. I have a song about bravery. Are you ready? It's a fun one. So we're going to say, God is bravery. Can you say that? God, hold your arms up, is bravery. And then say, and God's inside of me. Can you say that? And God's inside of me. Let's try that much. God is bravery and God's inside of me. And then we're going to say, if God is brave, then I am brave, right? Because if you have God inside of you, then you're brave. If God is brave, then I am brave. Then say, it's simple as can be. It's simple as can be. And add a hey. Hey! You ready? Let's sing it together. God is bravery and God's inside of me. If God is brave, then I am brave. It's simple as can be. Hey! You ready to do it again? All right, here we go. God is bravery and God's inside of me. If God is brave, then I am brave. It's simple as can be. Hey, can we do it faster? I want to do it faster. Are you ready? Don't forget, you got to do the hand motions too. You ready? Here we go. God is bravery and God's inside of me. If God is brave, I am brave. Simple as can be. Hey! Okay, one more time. You ready? God is bravery. Hey! We were really fast that time, weren't we? Good job. Okay. So God is bravery and God's inside of you. If God is brave, then you are brave. Simple as can be. Got it? Cool. Do you still forget sometimes? Yeah, you know why? Our brains aren't strong enough. Do you know how we can make our brains strong? We make our brains strong by working them, right? How do you make your muscles strong? You exercise. How do you exercise your brain? You do this thing called, does anybody know the word? Meditation. Meditation. What is that? That's when you sit quiet and still and you exercise your brain by only thinking good thoughts. And we're going to do it right now. So you got to get in a comfy position. Maybe you want to lay down, sit crisscross, lay on your belly, lay on your side, lay on your back, snuggle up, lay on the couch. I don't know where you're going to be. Get in a big comfy chair. Get ready. We're going to meditate. We're going to sit still for 2 minutes while we listen to really peaceful music. And we're going to think good thoughts that whole time for 2 whole minutes. Don't you fast forward. You can do this. All right? Let me get the music on. Here we go. I'm going to think about all the times you were brave. Think about cookies. Think about puppies. Think about romping through the flowers. Whatever makes you feel happy and peaceful. Control your mind. No yucky thoughts. Okay? Let's try this. Let's see. Oh, here's some nice music. Let's take some deep breaths. You can smell a flower. Blow out a candle. Do it again. Smell a flower. Blow out a candle. And let's take a breath like this. In. Out. You might want to touch your thumb to your middle finger or not. And we're going to close our eyes and start to meditate for 2 minutes. Here we go. And gently open your eyes. Oh, are you feeling so full of goodness right now? I sure am. I sure am. I'm feeling so full of good stuff. Wow. Some of you are getting so good at that. You're getting very good at meditating because you sit every week and just think pretty thoughts for 2 minutes. You could try to do it every day. You don't have to wait for Miss Lissa to be on the screen. You can do it on your own anytime. You know how. Okay. I want to tell you a story now. I'm going to read you a story. And it's about bravery. Let's see. I'm going to scoot up a bit so you can see my book. This is called My Brave Year of Firsts. So that would mean the first time this person did some things, right? And this is by a lady named Jamie Lee Curtis and another lady named Laura Cornell. And they wrote this book about bravery and doing things for the first time, which is not easy. But if you use the God in you, it's a little easier, right? Yeah. Let's see what it says. Oh, look, looks like somebody's riding a bike, right? That's what I talked about. But I already knew how to ride a bike. I think she's learning how to ride a bike. Maybe it's a boy. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But there's this little kid riding a bike. Okay, let's see what this says. The first time I rode a two-wheeler alone, I crashed and my mom, oh my goodness, I have a technical difficulty. Wait for me just a minute here. Wait for Miss Liza just a minute, sorry. My screen went off. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. The first time I rode a two-wheeler alone, I crashed and my mom filmed it on her iPhone. I crashed and I crashed. Dad ran out of steam. He let go. I went straight. Mom filmed as I screamed. That sounds horribly scary, doesn't it? You would need some bravery for that. Here's another first. I got my first pet, a rescued lab, Keith. See Keith? I chose him because we were both missing front teeth. I'll take care of him, I said with a boast. Till the first time I picked up his poop, it was gross. Are any of you scared of poop? I have to clean the cat box. I get a little scared of it sometimes. Oh, look where he went or she went. I'm not sure if this is a boy or a girl. The first day I walked straight into first grade, my teacher, Miss Apple, said, "Don't be afraid." At first, I felt like I might not fit in. Then I made my first friends, my very first twins. See the twins? So some people are afraid on the first day of school. I know that this year, some of you, your first day of school was on the computer instead of in the classroom, right? Mm-hmm. And so that might have even been a little scary. I struggled at first to learn to tie shoes. My sweet Auntie Cookie showed me choices to use. Bunny ears, classic, loop over, under, through. I tried and tried till at last I could too. So see, you might be scared to tie your shoes. I don't know how. You don't know how yet. Sometimes all you got to do to be brave is practice, right? I took riding lessons. Oh, she's on a horse. On a pony called Ace. The first time I fell, I got a scrape on my face. But then I held on and I learned how to trot. That giddy up is to go and whoa is to stop. Oh, I would be scared to ride a horse. I would have to really say some prayers and find that God in me. First grade was fun. New firsts every day. What a hominin was. What elephants weigh. So a homonym is a word that sounds the same as another word, but it means something different, like a hare is a bunny, or a hair like a hair on your head, or peace like, hey, let's have some peace in the world, or peace like a piece of pizza. See? Not all firsts were fun. Some firsts were hard, or maybe scary, right? When I stole Zoe's pencil, I couldn't play in the yard. Yeah, learned a lesson for the first time, right? Oh, let me get this pager. I asked for permission from my parents to walk with Keith and the twins. First time round my block. Have you ever walked around your block alone? Or just with friends? You'd have to ask your big people, and it might be a little scary, or it might be a little fun. Might need to find your bravery. We took some supplies. Oh, on his walk, they took some supplies, and they carried Mom's phone. Oh, that was smart. We felt all grown up to be on our own. That was a first, right? I went with my class to the public library. At first, it seemed huge and a little bit scary. Then Joel, the librarian, got me my card. I found my first book. It wasn't that hard. So see, sometimes when you just try, you're brave. What else? I also got caught in my very first lie. Uh-oh. My parents were cross. I started to cry. I learned a first lesson that to stand up and say I did something wrong starts to make it okay. Did that ever happen to you? You tell something, you do something bad, and then you lie about it. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. You got to be brave and tell the truth. For the very first time, I worked with my father at his restaurant. I would not be a bother. I put out the hot sauce that makes your ears steam. As a waitress, I was really part of the team. There she is. It is a little girl. There she is working as a waitress. I guess her name is Frankie. Little girl named Frankie. My first kept on coming. My first pony show. My first tummy flu that made me go and go and go. Go where? To the potty, right? My first big girl heels that made me feel tall. My first ballet class. My first game of t-ball. All those things could be things you're afraid of, right? But they're all things that you can use your bravery for. A fabulous first, my triathlon medal. For my age and group, a swim, run, and pedal. I raced against time. It was quite a test. While some friends tried to win, I just tried my best. That's all you ever need to do is try your best. I got my first case of the giggles in school. When the boys 2 seats over started to drool, then the milk I was drinking came out of my nose, and I turned very red from my head to my toes. I wanted to learn to make a rope skip, but for all of my tries, I just learned to trip. It was very hard to connect hands and feet till the first time it worked. It was quite a feat. She just kept being brave, right? Just kept on trying. I found a small beetle who was missing a leg. I got him a box and I named him Greg. I punched a few holes to save him from cats. I added some grass. My first bug habitat. Very cool. Let me get this page turned. Here we go. I got my first bee sting, and boy did it hurt. I shouldn't have walked barefoot in the dirt. I sold some flat rocks that I painted and signed, and I made a donation for the very first time. I tried for the first time to taste my mom's truffles, but that apparently come from when pigs use their snuffles. She put them in pasta with broccoli and stems. Try it, she said, but I'll never like them. But you know what? She was really brave to try them, wasn't she? Got to be brave to try new food. You might not like it, but try it and see, right? And after, oh wait, here we go. At the end of the summer, I tubed on my own. I bounced on the water like a skipping stone. The lake was all glassy, smooth, dark, and cold. I held on and signaled, just like I was told. And after the s'mores, we camped by the lake, my very first tent that my dad let me stake. All cozy and warm in my bag with a pad. I thought about all the fun firsts I had had. A lot of firsts, a lot of bravery. And I climbed the big rock. I was old enough now. My dad showed me step by step so I'd know how. I looked down at the lake. It looks high, right? I looked down at the lake. I jumped out without fear. When I came up and smiled, the entire lake cheered. Look, she jumped off that big rock. But see, it was safe because her dad showed her how, right? It wasn't foolish. It was safe and brave. She was brave. Some firsts just happen. Some come when I try. Some firsts make me smile. Some firsts make me cry. But I knew at the moment, though I'd known all along, that first things first happen when I'm brave, true, and strong. The end. Bum, bum. That's how they work, those first things. Sometimes they're scary, but you use your bravery. You've got it inside of you because God is bravery. So you have bravery and you just use it, right? Yeah, that book was all about using your bravery. So we don't have a craft today, but what I do have for you, if you have a computer at home, is I have a color sheet that your big people can print out for you if you have a printer at home. If you don't have a printer, then maybe you could just draw a picture of something you did where you felt really brave. But this is a color sheet, and you could color each letter a different color. You could color them all the same, but what does this say? I am brave, and you are. And you can color that, put it up in your room, put it up on your door, look at it whenever you need to remember how awesome and brave you are. Okay? And if you don't have a printer, just draw a picture of yourself doing something that you did that was so brave. Okay, it's time for me to go. I had so much fun with you today, and I will see you next time. We're going to learn about bravery all through the month of October. And we might need it because at the end of the October comes Halloween and things get a little scary then sometimes, huh? So keep watching the videos and you'll learn how to be brave. Oh, I love you all. It was great spending time with you. Bye-bye.